Walla Walla Bing Bang. That's how we're saying.
Walla friggin' Bing Bang. Wait, is it Bing Bang?
Yeah, Walla Walla Bing Bang.
It is Bing Bang.
It's ooh ee ooh ting tang.
Ting
walla,
tang
walla,
Walla Walla Bing Bang.
I was trying to think, how do I get Gabby to laugh off the rip?
Well, you did it.
Walla Walla Bing Bang. What's up, guys?
Yeah, let me know if Pete sounds
Oh, yeah.
okay. I feel like I'm
There's
looking at the
there's
EQ.
a rogue mic somewhere.
I know, but I'm looking at the EQ, and you keep going into the red, and I'm like, oh
Oh no,
shit.
am I super loud?
No, I mean not to me.
I think I sound good.
Yeah, you sound good to me. It's just every
Yeah.
now and then you go into the red, and I'm like trying to play with the
Is
levels.
it when I went Walla Walla Bing Bang?
I mean, yeah.
Well, why do I hear myself so far away? That's the question.
Oh, that.
You hear that?
Yeah, you do sound far away.
Sounds good. All right, let's go with it.
All right.
Welcome to another episode of Attack. I hear myself 40 years away. I don't know
I
where that's
know.
coming from. It's so weird.
Bro, your
dude.
microphone is so
Check,
weird.
Check. I always think it's maybe this camera. Check. No, but it's not.
It's not.
Whatever.
It's
Anyway.
okay if they can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah,
hear you, but I
yeah.
can hear you. No,
Everybody
I'm
likes
joking.
it. Well, welcome to another episode of Attack. I'm your buddy here, Attack Peter, aka Peter Santa
Why do you
Maria.
keep saying
I'm
that
your
you're their
friend-
buddy?
I'm your old pal.
That's really assuming
hey,
a lot.
friends.
Hey there, buddy, old
Hey,
pal.
gang.
You do sound so far away. It's so
And
weird.
It's weird 'cause I sound good like in my headphones if I talk like this.
I don't.
What you just did something.
No, I just don't worry about it.
Check. All right. Oh,
Okay.
it sounds good. Anyway, Gabby's here too.
Hi.
You guys want to see what Gabby got me for Valentine's Day?
Oh my God, yes, show them. Oh, do you have it plugged in?
Yes.
Oh,
First
oh
of
well,
all,
you also, yeah.
First of all, look how cute this Valentine's Day card is.
It's so cute.
For all you Simpsons fans out there, this is like getting a prop replica, by the way.
You know what's weird is I have met some people recently who do not like The Simpsons.
Who the fuck?
I know. I don't want to even say who it is because then
me
we
off
won't be
mic.
able to hang out with them anymore.
Oh, really?
And
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Do they actively not like it, or do they?
No, like they actively
Yeah.
don't
See,
like
John
it.
Ballou says I sound like I'm in a theater.
What?
It's true. That's weird.
What did you do to your own microphone,
I
man?
didn't do anything.
I don't know. You mess around with
There's
it too much.
I'm of the belief that there's another microphone in like this camera or something.
I mean, I can check, but I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
what
it is.
that's what I think it is.
Okay.
Because it sounds like another microphone is like mute your mic for a second.
Okay, hold on.
Watch. Check. That's muted my mic.
Oh, sorry.
So turn mine. Okay, check. Now mute yours. You muted mine again. Yours is the first one. Just yours. There you go. Check. See, I sound good. My mic sounds good right now. Yeah. So when you turn yours back on, turn the knob of it down a little bit on the actual board. I think.
On mine?
Yeah. Check. Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
That's it. Please take a picture with your phone right
But
now.
how do
of the
I
board.
sound? Do I
you
sound okay?
In my headphones, you sound awesome.
Okay, I mean, I sound fine in my headphones
Yeah.
too. I just want to make sure everybody else. Whatever. Peter needs some tech sponsorships, bro. For real,
Bro.
What we need is what's the word that I'm looking for here?
We need to train
like a studio,
Wonton how to be a studio engineer.
intern,
Yeah.
an engineer, or
Yes.
whatever.
We need a Baba Booey. So awesome show ahead. We have so much.
Okay,
ton.
but you didn't finish showing them
What was I
your
gonna say?
gift.
Oh, yeah.
You
Okay.
showed them the awesome card, but like I
It was
got
an
more
awesome
than
card.
that.
It was
I did
very
really
romantic.
good this.
Yeah, you did.
I did good this year.
A romantic letter inside
Always.
that I will only read on Patreon.
No,
No.
you're not gonna read it anywhere.
Let me see. Hold on.
I got him a really good gift, you guys. I worked on it. I got it a month early. I was ready to rock. I definitely wrapped it literally an hour before I gave it to him. But I mean, who cares?
Now it's not turning on.
Wow, what a surprise. What a surprise that it wouldn't work right now. What do you have it plugged into?
I have it right there. Hold on. Let me say, talk to everybody.
Bro.
Talk to them.
I'm sorry. As you can see, Melanie, Gabby, did you get Lego flowers? No, because my husband wants to remain married to me. And he knows that if he got me Lego flowers, the divorce papers would be delivered immediately. But look at what I got him. Look, he got it working, finally. Look at this
Might
thing.
be
It's a
so
masterpiece.
bright.
I know, it's okay. It's going to blow out the camera. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just look. Behold the majesty. You can't turn it down. It has a dimmer, my guy. I'm going to put it on max brightness. Oh my God, he's just completely inept. Completely inept. There it is. There, yeah, you're doing it. You're doing it. Okay, well, you get the idea. It's a neon sign of Godzilla yelling in agony.
Yelling?
Yelling.
He's eating hot Cheetos.
Eating hot Cheetos.
That's the sound. He's like, It's so awesome. I love it so much.
It is really great. Where are you gonna put it? Are you gonna put it in here? You better.
It's either that or over the bed.
Oh no. That's a big
That's
no.
where it's happening. The hot
That's
spicy
a big
room.
no.
That's because that's gonna be like people walk in like, oh, why is he doing that? Because it's spicy.
Because it's
Spice room. So yeah, that's awesome. And because I feel like this is a holdover from our Valentine's discussion. What did I get you?
He got me flowers.
Yes.
A beautiful bouquet of flowers filled with baby's breath.
Because you mentioned it.
Because I did mention that I love baby's breath. Although I did tell you that it is kind of weird to put to give flowers because then you have to watch your favorite things die.
Okay, yeah, but that
But that's okay.
just missed. By the way,
accept because I don't care if they die.
And that ran through my head. I'm like, too bad. That one I just missed. That was nonsense.
Too bad.
Yeah, but go ahead.
And then
What else?
and then
There was other flowers.
And then he got me a bouquet of dried lavender.
It was beautiful.
Which is beautiful.
And that one stays around forever. 'Cause it's dried.
Yeah, it stays around forever because it's dried and it smells delicious and it looks good on my wall. So I'm gonna be hanging it up on my wall in my salon. And then he bought me a bottle of prosecco.
Yes.
Which we haven't opened yet.
I know.
Because we were too tired last night to drink. That's how you know you're getting old.
Yeah.
And then and a whole fucking charcuterie board.
But like, what level?
Level 100.
Yeah.
Level 1 million. It was Peter knows that I don't eat regular cheese. Like I can't eat full dairy cow milk cheese.
Yeah.
So he got me all my favorite goat cheeses and fruits and olives and delicious crackers. Sliced meats.
We
we got this truffle honey that was friggin' amazing.
Yeah.
And
if you ever
what
want
else?
to try something wild, go to Whole Foods and buy the jar of truffle honey.
You're gonna have to take a picture of it and put it on the Patreon so people can see it. And he also got
Parmesan crisps.
Parmesan crisps, which is Parmesan. It's crackers that are made out of Parmesan cheese, which is fucking phenomenal.
And clotted cream.
Clotted cream, which is I fucking love clotted cream. Ever since I went to London, I probably inhaled like 2 gallons of clotted cream.
Fresh berries.
Oh, with fresh berries and grapes. And he also got me like 3 giant bars of chocolate, which is very smart.
Fancy chocolate.
Very fancy chocolate.
And then, surprise gift, we got Alan Wake 2. We started playing it, and it's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I totally forgot.
The point is, what was the date? The date was we stay at home.
The date was we stayed at home.
Super well, charcuterie style.
Yes.
Like picking off the cutting board.
Yes.
You know?
Just standing, literally, we didn't even make it. I mean, Peter did a good job and he assembled it onto an actual butcher block.
I should have taken a picture.
I know, it was really gorgeous. And then we just stood next to it and devoured and like tried different combinations of things. And we were just like eating and talking shit. And then after that, we sat down and we watched some TV, and then we decided to play Alan Wake.
Catch up of the Alan Wake one that we never played.
Which, by the way, can we, for a hot minute, talk about Alan Wake?
Yeah.
Because Alan Wake, I'd never played it. So the original game came out in 2010. And I never played it, but I remember hearing good things about it, that it was like a psychological thriller, kind of like a horror game, and that it was like a really complex story. And I ignored it. I didn't play it.
Yeah.
Then years later, I think it was 2018 or 2019, a game called Control came out, which won Game of the Year, actually. And
we got it during the pandemic.
We got it. You played it. We couldn't really get into it, but then we heard that it was part of the Alan Wake universe. So we're like, oh shit, they're really trying to like do something here.
The Wakeaverse.
Yeah. Then Alan Wake 2 came out. It also got it also got a lot of awards. I don't think it won Game of the Year. I think Baldur's Gate did. But either way,
it was super popular.
Then Dead by Daylight released Alan Wake as a survivor. Like this whole thing has just been.
The world wants us to play it.
Yeah, it's like people were just screaming Alan Wake into the universe, and we finally
They're
were like,
calling
oh, okay.
An awakening.
Shut up. And then
Alan Awakening.
Oh Lord. And then so we downloaded it yesterday, but I was like, I don't know that we can play this game unless we familiarize ourselves with the story thus far, because Alan Wake had like 2 DLCs.
Yeah.
Control had its own DLC.
Yeah, we're kind of dumb to do it the way we did, but whatever. That's who we are.
No, we're not dumb. I mean,
but
I
the
feel
game
like
is, you can jump in. Like, because you're playing the perspective of a new character who doesn't know what's going on. So you're learning through them.
Yeah, and honestly, YouTube has a bunch of really good recaps. So we didn't really get, although we had to watch 2 separate recaps because the story is so convoluted that it requires some homework.
Yeah, but the good thing is it feels like playing a season of True Detective so far.
Oh my God, yes.
And we're watching the new True Detective, which is fucking awesome, by the way.
So good.
Quick review, really good. So far, let's see if they stick the landing on the next episode.
Sunday, we'll find out.
No, it's tomorrow.
I thought it was on Sundays.
They moved to Fridays.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Ooh.
And then, but the game
Friday.
feels like you're playing a season of True Detective, and I mean that in a good way.
Yep.
It's really clever. So we're having a good time, and we had a great Valentine's Day. It was video games. It was charcuterie foods.
It was good gifts.
It was good gifts and hanging out.
Low stakes gifts too. It wasn't like fucking jewelry or fucking a trip to Hawaii or something.
No.
It was like goofy, easy, low stakes.
And we didn't do the stream on Wednesday so we could enjoy Valentine's Day.
That is true. You have to.
You guys did too.
Valentine's Day, as much as we want to shit on it and say like, oh, we're not into it.
But that's like our regular. That was like a regular night for us. We live.
I mean, we really do. But like, we still said this is for us.
Yeah. This is us.
This is God, live, laugh, love.
We said live, laugh, love.
And we like, I personally like put my phone down. I was like, I just want to hang out with my husband.
We did. We didn't even do phone stuff.
No, we just.
All right, go.
Anyway. Okay, well, more important news.
No, the good news is we had a great time.
We did, and
we thought about the conversations we had.
We did. We hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day too, whether you're with your partner or whether you are on your galentining or you're
Call of
single
Duty
and enjoying your own life and
Love
your
yourself.
own partnership. Love yourself. We just hope you guys had a great time. But I think now it's time for the news, right? Is it the news, or do you want to?
I guess everything's news.
Everything is the news. Let's just news.
Let's just use the news.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Entertainment news.
I love that you sang it.
I love it, dude.
That's the news. That's all. That's all you get is that one shitty creature figure.
No, it's so good. Oh,
Hey,
shit,
that's Peter's creature figure,
No.
everybody.
No, but I really do love this one, man. I love it so much.
Look at him. Oh, that camera is. This is the struggle bus. That this camera is too dark where you are.
Is
my
it really?
guy.
Is it dark
Yes.
thing, you think?
Shine your flashlight on it and see if that.
No,
helps.
are you serious?
I swear to God. Oh, look, there you go.
Like,
Manual focus.
yeah, I have manuals.
There you go. Hold on. Peter's figuring out cameras as we speak. Look at him.
Is that good?
Look at him go. No, it's horrible.
That's bad?
You had it better before. Stop putting it closer to the lens.
It's so I can see it in the monitor.
Oh
that's
my
why.
actual God.
Hey, there you go.
There. Leave it. And don't move. He can't. Hi.
All right, this is not the creature figure.
No.
I-
Although
it is funny.
truly wish that it was.
But I love that creature figure. It's a reaction glow in the dark from Super 7. But yeah, it's not this creature figure. It's actually this one. Let's see if it's on good focus.
Yeah, it's perfect.
All right.
Just leave it right there.
Yeah, this is the prototype of the brand new creature figure that is available for pre-order tonight and tomorrow morning, and then it's done. You cannot get it again. So I wanted to show it off and talk a little bit about it because I'm so proud of it. You probably see me talk a little bit about it online already, but I want to give it a deep dive here with you all tonight and show you some of the behind the scenes and how I made it. It's probably going to be a longer stream because I haven't even started carving it.
By the way, Johnny Cock, thank you so much for the super chat.
Oh,
He
hey,
says,
dude, thank you.
I want a glow-in-the-dark creature that's mostly painted black, but all the carved detailing is what glows in the dark. Fingers crossed for the Attack Peter AVP figs.
Oh, man. There's a lot in there, but
There's a lot in that
I want to
super
do
chat.
I want to do a glow in the dark figure creature too, and I think I might. It all depends on how well this one does, but I think we'll do it. And but this one, as a sculpt, forget the paint at the moment. I'm so satisfied, so pleased with it. Now holding it in my hands, I held the prototype. It was a 3D print. This is the actual vinyl one, so it's got the articulation in the shoulders and in the wrists, in the head, right? And let me see. Can I zoom out on this, or is it?
Oh God.
Calm down.
Oh God.
Okay, well, I can't. But anyway, you can see all the details here. We have some great shots. We'll go to now.
Yeah, but
on
let's
the
show
browser.
them. let's show them where they can get their
Yes.
own in the meantime.
We can put the link in the chat too, right? Someone can do it.
Raph already put it up.
Oh, you're the
Thank you,
best.
Raph. So yeah, if you go to mondoshop.com, you'll see it. It's right there at the very top of the page. And it is on pre-order right now. So this green version is a timed edition, and that runs out tomorrow at 12 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah, so it's literally 11:59 a.m. Central Time is what I was told. So it's important because it gets confusing.
PM.
Nope.
It says through February 16th at 12 p.m.
Okay, 12
CT.
p.m. is the minute after 11:59 a.m.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
And I'm not gonna roast you for that one. I'm just
That's
gonna
okay.
let it go.
That's okay.
But yeah, so the point is, it's like around lunchtime.
Yeah.
And if you're on the West Coast, it's earlier, obviously. So I just want to put it out there for people who are gonna wait till tomorrow, whatever it is. Just make sure you don't miss it, because the green version is never coming back. And this is the one that a lot of people were super stoked on, because it's the closest to on model as we'll get. So I'm super stoked on it. I'm super stoked that Universal allowed me to do it. If you scroll through the pictures there's some good stuff. I want to shout out some beauty shots there. You know, I'm happy to finally get a chance to have a figure that's has photos taken in like a cool environment, like all the He-Man ones always are. And so, you know, shout out to Lord Bobasaurus on Instagram. He took the photos.
Oh, wait, look at
He
that
does
butt
great.
shot.
Oh yeah, we got good butt
It's a
shots.
great butt shot.
And he's a great toy photographer. If you follow him online,
He's fantastic.
Yeah, he does
dude.
great
These shots
stuff.
came out so good.
yeah, building a little diorama, lighting it, really love it.
There was like some fog. He got some fog in there.
Yeah.
Look at this one. This is so good, dude.
I know. I'm so happy with them.
Little depth of field going on there.
I'm
Man.
super stoked on it. Yeah, it's really a figure that I was very nervous about in the design, like as it was coming together, and I wasn't sure if people were gonna care or like respond to it, because you know, like I've said before, you guys know I've done a few creature prints, but they're all been unofficial, believe it or not, and so it doesn't have a broad reach like my Godzilla stuff does. Remind me to tell you about the Godzilla broad reach.
Okay.
Okay. Remind me.
Why
to
don't you
tell
just talk about it right
If I
now?
don't want a tangent. Yeah.
Oh,
See
okay.
if you can remind me, or someone in the comments can remind me later. I do plan on doing some variants. Some people are asking for like a straight black and white one, like my Godzilla, is possible. And then some people have asked for glow in the dark. I really want to do glow in the dark. Hey, Brian Card, thank you so much,
Brian,
man.
thank you.
Appreciate that. So I want to do a glow in the dark one. He says congrats on the Creature from the Black Lagoon. He looks
Very sweet,
amazing.
thank
Brian,
you.
thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. So yeah, we'll probably do a couple of variants. Those will be limited. They will not be timed like this one. So just a heads up. This one I wanted to do time, so everybody who wants one has a chance, right? But the variants will be very limited because of that. So super stoked. I have some photos in a file that I think Gabby has it off screen, maybe.
Yeah, I just wanted to show them all the pictures
Yeah.
and everything, but yeah, I will pull it up right now.
And,
Hold on a second.
Yeah, and it'll show you the kind of like how it came to be, right? So there's some
Yes.
stuff there that shows off like.
So this was the print.
Yes, so you can see it. Oh no, you're not
Hold on.
switched over.
hold
yet.
on.
There you go.
There we go.
So you guys might be familiar with the print. I did this one years ago, and then I released an edition a few years ago with Skybound, where I carved off the word Rita, so not suable. And then we did a Jonathan Fishman portrait this year.
That's true.
Which you might see again. And by the way, stick around later in the show. I'm going to show you the box art for Mecha Godzilla, because he
Oh,
is right
yeah.
around the corner.
That's
He's coming
right.
very soon, and I want to show it to you. You guys are going to dig it. So yeah, the print really started it off, and it used to sell super well for me at conventions, so I knew people would dig the designs. And then from this, I did a character turnaround. So it's like 3 different illustrations, front, back, and side. So you can see my general idea for the figure. I mean, man, we got pretty close.
You got really close.
The funny thing is, what I've learned is when I do my drawings for the figures, I just do them thinking like, here's the raw dough. You know what I mean? Like, go. And between myself, Tufan, Caesar, and Hector, we push back and forth around with the design to see what actually looks good in a sculpt versus an illustration. There's some things that make sense in an illustration, but then when you actually sculpt them, like the front will look right, but then it won't match the side you designed, and yada yada. So we go back and forth. It's like a real team effort between the 3 of us, which is such a fun process. It's like a collaborative process we never really get to do as an artist.
Let me ask you a question. Why did you switch from this kind of like fish-looking mouth profile to the open, like the one that you have now, where it's like he's almost like roaring?
Yes, because that's exactly what I'm talking about. We sculpted one like that, and he kind of just looked like he was like this, like. It didn't translate.
Okay.
It was weird, and that's the thing. That's why I say, like, I do these illustrations, and I just say, like, go. Like my sending my children off to college, and like school comes back, right?
Yeah.
And we do them, and they always come out exactly what I draw. But it doesn't. If it doesn't look right, if it doesn't hit me with the right feeling in my stomach, I go, let's change it up.
Right.
And I'll start doing mock-up illustrations on it. But this is how it starts, right? And you can see with the back too, like it really got very close.
Very close.
Very close. Yeah.
The front too. The front is almost identical.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Hector had a note. He said we got like that. My drawing was a little too broad torsoed, and that we should stick to a leaner look like the creature. And at first I'm like, no, I like everything I designed to look broad. He goes, dude, it's already a stylization. You have to have some anchor points. And he's right.
He's not wrong.
Because when I saw the sculpt, it didn't look right until we leaned him out. It looks like a guy in a suit now, which I'm very happy with. All right, show off some other rough sculpt shots there. You can see like the...
Which one do you want me to show them?
I can't really see from here, so go...
Well, here's one that's like a...
Yeah, you see some different phases, like the illustration on the left, an early sculpt on the right. They looked too much like a fish and not enough like the creature for me. And it actually looked a little bit like the Monster Squad creature, which I definitely did not want to do unintentionally. But you can see like some different permutations there. Go to another one. There's ones that show like, some turnarounds there. These are digital sculpt turnarounds. And this is where you really get to see it from every angle and make sure that if it looks good from the front, great. But if it doesn't look good from the side, then even though you like the front, you got to make a change. And it's like a Rubik's Cube. You keep adjusting, right? And then here's some more character
He looks way angrier here. I don't think this is the final.
No,
It's not.
That's what I'm saying. Because like then it got too angry, then it didn't feel right. So it's just a back and forth push and pull. And you just look
this one, he looks too like dopey.
Right.
Almost like not scary at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so it's
that face is...
And
the face that I'm laughing at, just so you know, is right here. This face is extremely dopey.
Yeah. So that's the thing is like you gotta trust that even though it feels right in one permutation, it might not feel right in the next one. And you have to be open if you're gonna do stuff like this to seeing what comes from the team working on it. And everybody has the same goal, to make it as successful as possible, to make sure it resonates with the most people possible. And I always get nervous when I'm doing these stylized designs that it's going to limit the amount of people who are into it. So I have to try to figure out what is the right mix of style versus, homage to the original. So here's one of the first 3D prints. Yeah. And so you can start to see it in space. It does definitely changes things up. Some notes were made. And then they do, this is a sculpt to show you the articulation points, or the different parts of the mold, excuse me. And so, you get different angles there, different ideas. You get to see the sculpt in progress. I thought it's really cool to see kind of stuff like this. This stuff doesn't usually get shown to the public, but I love seeing how it looks digitally in ZBrush, how the sketches morph into the sculpt, and how the sculpt gets broken up along the way. And then we speak to the factories overseas, and they start to really get close. And then you get shots like these that really start to make it feel like a real thing. So super exciting.
One more time, show them that beautiful 3D print you have. Well, that's not a 3D print.
No, this is actually a vinyl pull. Now, funny enough, this is an early vinyl pull that came out, and Hector goes, we have to go back and get a firmer vinyl because this one's like so squishy. It's like a rubber ducky, which I love.
I kind of love it too.
And I said, Hector, are you sure we have to do it? He's like, the reason you want to do it is because over time, this will start to cave in.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
So we're going to get it a little firmer, but I'm going to see if I can keep this one because I just love a squishy toy.
You have to send that one back?
Probably.
No.
Because they might need to use it to do a mock-up. But I'm going to ask.
Oh, say, that would be so heartbreaking.
I'm going to say, please. please.
So,
yeah.
well, anyway, if you want to order the green variant, again, you have until tomorrow to put in your order. It's $125. They do take payment plans, so you can pay through Shop Pay, and it's like split up into like 4 payments or whatever. So yeah, and by the way, they're expected to ship July of this year, so it's not a very long turnaround.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And speaking of shipping this year, the Mecha Godzilla, I've been told, is rounding the corner and should be arriving in very soon. Okay, before the summer and the spring. It's getting the final paint touches done on it. So if you ordered a Mecha Godzilla, you should be seeing them very soon. I wanted to make sure I update you guys on that before we talk about new stuff, that you know where the stuff you already ordered is. Now, open that file that I sent you if you don't mind.
What was it called?
I think I need Mecha Box. It's just a loose file. It's not in a folder.
Oh, okay. That's why I was
Mecha Box
confused.
Art or something like that.
Yeah, I got
there
it.
it is. Yeah. Here you go, guys. You can see for the first time ever. No one's seen this yet.
Relax.
This is the box art for Mecha Godzilla, and you might see some familiar stuff on that box. I am so happy with this box because it's the front of it is a reworking of my original Mecha Godzilla print that I did in 2020.
Yep.
So I wanted to bring that back and put in, because that's what inspired the figure in the first place. The top is the bonus print of the flying Mecha G. So for people who never got a chance to own that, if you got the figure, you'll at least have a box. You can cut the box if you want, frame that. And on the back, that's the YouTube portrait.
The YouTube portrait.
The one we did here on YouTube.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So this is already approved. It is it's already being printed and assembled. But you can see there, it's got the Attack Peter logo, the Toho logo. It's got 3 different pieces of artwork. And I just love that the back of the box features the portrait.
I know that we did on YouTube.
Live, dude.
It's really fantastic.
You might see another one of those in the near future.
Yeah.
So yeah, super excited. If you got your Mecha Godzilla pre-ordered, you are going to get it coming in pretty soon. I don't want to say the exact date because I don't know it exactly, but I know it's within a couple months.
By the way, I feel like I'm ignoring the chat, and I don't mean to. Hold on. There's a lot coming into the chat. It's fucking popping off.
Okay. Well, while you get to the chat, I'm gonna start carving.
I'm already here.
I'm gonna start carving. I'm saying.
Oh yeah, no, you do need to start.
This
carving.
is one of the last prints blocks we did, the Predator.
Yeah.
And I decided, wouldn't it be cool to have a little brother piece?
Damn,
so
it looks
here's
so
the
good next to
Xeno Mor,
him.
right?
Holy shit.
So here's the Xeno Mor. I want to start carving that guy out.
Yeah, get into it.
And remember, if you want to win a print, you just have to sign up for Patreon, and you can win yourself a copy of the print for free. Patreon link should be in the video description.
Yes, it is. Okay, so going back to the chat, Johnny wants to know, so if you had gotten that Venom vinyl toy before you designed Creature, would you have made the butt a more unique feature? That's a great question, actually. Do you think that that's like I mean, now knowing what you know about how people react to like the Rogue and to and you've seen some of your social media on Mondo do well with featuring the butts. So like, is that a thing that you're now thinking of? Like, do we need to do?
I always think of butts.
I mean,
no, but you know what's funny? I showed you, and we can't say what it is.
No, I won't say anything.
But we looked at a upcoming piece of Sofubi from Mondo today on the iPad, and it's got a great butt.
It really does.
A great
It's
butt.
a very strong gluteus maximus.
Yeah, it is
if you know
max
what I mean.
gluted.
Yeah, it's gluted.
Yeah, it is gluted.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Christopher Alarcon wants to know, is that Creature print with the Rita, is that ever coming back? I believe no, right?
No.
Didn't you get rid of the block?
No, I didn't get rid of the block.
I thought I got picked by one of the winners of the Kickstarter.
Did it?
I think so.
Maybe it did. I don't remember now. Maybe I did.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, I think it might be gone. Oh yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone. I printed it a few times, and anyway, it was at the end of its run. It wasn't gonna keep printing sharp. That's one of the things about these blocks, and I tell people, like, they're limited for many reasons.
They're self-limiting.
Yeah, not only am I not gonna sit here and print forever, but also over time, when you print, you run it through a press. running through a press starts to like dampen down the details by the pressure of going through the drum of the press, and then washing and drying and all that. Over time, starts to break down. You can preserve it, but no, they're limited. They're special.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, if you have any of my prints, and if you're a fan of the work, they're special in the fact that they're not always going to be available.
Yeah.
They're just not.
Yeah. Let's see. Javi Cafe says, I think it'll be great exposure if we get this figure, he's talking about Creature, on display for Universal's upcoming Dark Universe section of Epic Universe, which I'm super excited about, by the way.
Yeah, I thought about that too. I don't know if that will end up happening, but I will tell you that it got some great feedback from the studio when they were approving it. So you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Xavier Cabrera says you should record a time-lapse video of the creation process and post it one day. And I think he's referring to the creation
sculpts?
of the sculpts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think. Well, can you do that in ZBrush?
You can.
Oh, okay.
You can.
Because I know like Procreate has that time-lapse feature on it. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. It's a good
Or
idea.
even if you can
I'll ask
time
if
lapse
it's
like
still
you
there.
drawing up the turnaround
That
would
I
be
have.
cool.
That I
yeah,
have.
that you should post.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
post
people
that
would be
one.
into that.
I'll post on the Patreon.
Frank, our good friend Frank, wants to know, how are they painted? Is each one painted hand by hand?
So
By hand.
Yeah.
Each one by hand.
the answer is yes. The original prototype is painted by Hector's wife, Hilary Arce, who's an incredible painter.
Fucking phenomenally
Yeah, she's
talented.
painted all of my prototypes: the Godzilla, Takaro, Mecha Godzilla, and now the Creature. So she's like got a really great hand, great eye, and they're a pain in the ass to make, honestly. And then in the factory they do get painted by hand. Sofubi sometimes gets like an overspray.
Yeah.
But these, because of the nooks and crannies, they get painted by hand.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that we get to do a Sofubi color variant one of these days and see how that looks, because I'd love to just have one of those in my sculpt. But no, everything that is out there and that's coming out so far is painted by hand, one at a time.
Yeah. Todd says, the squishy version of Creature would make a great dog toy. I agree. And
Yes.
I would love a whole series of dog toys of Peter's art.
Oh yeah, that's what we'll do. That's it.
Oh man. A rubber ducky version of any of your things. A Creature ducky, Chelsea
Creature
says.
Ducky.
Oh, a Squishmallow Creature.
Oh yeah.
The way that I would cry.
Oh, I mean, a
The way
Squishmallow
that
Creature we need
tears
anyway.
would be shooting out of my eyeballs if somebody presented me a Squishmallow of Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Isn't there like
It's
some
over.
weird
It's
like
over for me.
like little blue-green knockoff I've seen out there probably?
Yeah, I mean, Squishmallow has their own like universe of
Of
like-
license avoiding characters.
No, I think they do have some licensed ones, but I mean, for the most part, I think they just make up their own like little fantastical animals, or like I think they have even an entire line of food, like Squishmallow
Just
food.
focus the camera. Let me see. Is it out of focus?
Yeah, a little bit. There you go.
Wait,
I don't know
I
what.
can't see
There,
that
there,
one.
there,
Yeah, that's
there,
good. You
there,
sure?
there. Yeah, it's very crisp.
Because my
No, it looks crisp.
Yeah.
It looks crisp. Don't move it.
Sorry.
Anyway, okay. Ghost Viking 69 says, brother, that Predator should be your next toy. I agree, dude.
Yeah, you know the tricky thing with Predator and Alien is it's a very specific license, so it's something we're looking into.
Okay. There's a lot of really great Predator toys out there already,
Yeah.
like the NECA, right? NECA does
NECA makes great ones.
Yeah, my brother owns like all of them. It's ridiculous, but they're very strong toys. So if you're
Yeah.
in the market for a Predator toy, you can't wait for.
I mean, I
Peter's.
would love to do the Alien figure based on the print I did at Mondo a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah.
That one would be really awesome. I
That
wanted
would
a
be
translucent
really
dome,
strong.
so you can see a little skull.
Yeah, that would be very, very
Love
strong.
me some Alien.
Let me see. Christopher Alarcon says, seeing how Juggernaut's butt did to our minds going forward, are you designing your figures butt first?
But first,
Yes, please.
my sketchbook's just butts, and I go, what can I attach to this?
Yeah, exactly.
Get the butts approved.
Oh, man.
The
All
butt
right.
collection.
Well, let's go to the actual, a little bit of actual news.
Yes.
We don't have a lot today.
I have more toy stuff for later, but go ahead.
Yeah. But I figured we'd talk about like maybe the biggest piece of news that came out yesterday, which is that the Fantastic Four casting was finally revealed yesterday. Weirdly enough, on an Instagram post, there was no big event. They didn't wait until Comic-Con to bring them all up on stage like they've done in the past. There wasn't some like, I don't know, fucking some special on live stream YouTube. It literally just was an Instagram post for Valentine's Day. And in that post, and you can see it up on the screen, I believe. Hold on one second. There you go. On that post, it's like these renders, like these illustrated renders of the cast itself, or themselves. So we've got, well, we already kind of knew this was happening because I think we talked about it on the show.
Yeah.
Well, but we've got Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Eben Moss-Bachrach, and Joseph Quinn. Joseph Quinn is, you'll remember him as Eddie from Stranger Things if you watched the last season 4. Well, you know Pedro Pascal, daddy. And then Vanessa Kirby is probably the only one that I'm least familiar with.
She looks like Sue Storm, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up her
She looks like
Instagram
a
so we can
comic
see
drawing,
her.
man. It's crazy.
Yeah, she's, I mean, first of all, friggin' beautiful.
quite
Like
good looking.
outrageously gorgeous.
Yeah.
By the way, only about less than 10 years younger than Pedro Pascal in real life. Isn't that wild?
10?
Yes.
I thought he was more than 10.
Or was it 12?
Yeah, someone said 12 years.
12. Sorry. Still though, like
I think it's great.
outrageous.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And yes, she does look exactly like Sue Storm. I mean, super striking features.
Apparently she's like a really good actress too. I don't know.
I don't know what I've seen her in, and that is very upsetting. She was in Napoleon apparently,
Oh,
which we didn't see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We don't
Anybody
want-
else know what else she's been in? I refuse to open up her IMDb right now.
The other
Oh, something with Tom Cruise. Mission
is it?
Impossible.
oh,
She was in a Mission Impossible. In one of them. Anyway, but good for her. She's going to make a great Sue Storm, I think. Then we have the other one that I'm not familiar with, and he's going to be the Thing, is Eben Moss-Bachrach.
you saw him in Andor. He was one of the rebels that did the heist. And then he was
sorta,
basically
kinda.
telling Andor, hey, like, let's get out of here. Let's steal this shit or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? And then,
Man, I don't know.
and then like,
dude.
it was something like where Andor had to kill him after their big heist. But anyway, I think he's a great actor. And man, is he perfect to play Ben Grimm, the Thing.
Yeah.
I honestly think this is an awesome cast. You know, I was a little on the fence about Pedro Pascal, not because I don't think he's a great actor, not because I don't think he looks like Reed Richards or not. It's not even that. I just thought that there were other people who kind of had a little bit. I think it's going to be interesting for me to see if Pedro Pascal can play that disconnected, aloof intellect, and because I feel like he's very much like what's the word I'm looking for? He's very personable.
he is very personable.
So, but I mean, he's a great actor, so maybe he can do it.
I mean, he played Joel very
That's
well,
true, that's
and
true.
Joel is I mean, he's not an aloof intellectual, but he is very like
He's definitely different.
detached.
Yeah, detached,
You know
you're
what I
right.
mean? Like, so I feel as though Pedro Pascal like kind of commands your attention
Yeah,
whenever
I have
he's
no
on
doubt.
screen.
I have no doubt.
Just in visually alone, he has a very striking face, and I think he has a lot of charisma too.
Oh, dude,
you know?
that's the thing. He has so much charisma.
Yeah, but he can tone it down, as we've seen in The Last of Us. Like, he can really chill out and
Yeah.
make himself very, I don't know, understated. So
The
I think
cool
he's
thing
gonna
is-
do. I'm excited to see how he plays that role. I don't really care what Reed Richards is supposed to be.
Right.
I am just excited to see how he interprets that for
Right.
himself.
And he is like the rest of the cast is so good at so much. I love Joseph Quinn for Human Torch. I love the rest of them, and so they're not big names. So it's smart that they have Pedro Pascal as a big name.
He's a good anchor.
To
like,
anchor,
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
But I mean, everybody, if you saw Stranger Things, I mean, Joseph Quinn
Sure.
was one of those actors that immediately like skyrocketed in the world of fandom
Yeah, but he's
because
not gonna
Eddie
sell
was so
tickets
great.
by himself.
No, by himself, he still hasn't done. I feel like he hasn't done enough to do that.
But this could do it for
But
him.
he's gonna pull a lot of people who love Stranger Things and
Totally.
may not be Marvel fans or may not be
Totally.
into Fantastic Four.
Totally.
I think that casting
He
will
gets
pull
the youth
people.
vote.
Oh, 100%. So yeah, I'm really excited.
I want to talk about how they announced it because we talked about it, you and me.
We talked about it.
And I think this was a brilliant thing to do.
Yes.
Because I would never have guessed they would have done this. Like the person said, or like you said, or whoever said it wasn't a
Sorry,
Comic-Con
Rich
fan.
says Mando was hardly a fountain of emotion. Exactly. I can't believe we even forgot.
No, I meant it more like that he is... Yeah, but Mando's kind of like a Clint Eastwood character, you know? Like
yeah, but what Rich is trying to say is like, he can obviously do a range.
Exactly.
Like he's not...
Exactly.
He in real life, he is extremely funny and charming, but obviously he can pull it back.
100%. I'm not worried about it, believe me.
Right.
And like I said, the rest of the cast is so exactly what I would have wanted that I have to trust that they saw in Pedro Pascal exactly what they needed. So I'm stoked. I mean, I love Pedro Pascal, so I'm stoked.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry, you were saying that.
I think this is the best way they could have announced it because Marvel's been in kind of a shit lately. And it's weird if you come out and say triumphantly at Comic-Con, here we are, the cast of Fantastic Four.
You can't do that.
There's like this vibe of what they've done with Deadpool being like poking fun at themselves with that trailer.
Yeah.
And soft announcing, I mean, it was huge, but like just stealth announcing the cast. Like, it's almost like they know, hey, we need to earn your trust back and we're going to do it.
Yeah, it is very, it's like a moment of much needed self-awareness from Marvel to know that, that people aren't necessarily vibing on Marvel Cinematic Universe the way that we were during, Endgame and Infinity War and blah, 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 like that, all that shit went out the window because they oversaturated us with content that felt like it was getting made to be content rather than actually telling a story.
Right.
So, and we know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's been a lot of stuff that's come out about that time period where they were producing all of this content of, show creators and stuff saying like, it was not, we were being asked to create this content to fill the streaming void. You know what I mean? And that never makes for good storytelling, and it was obvious. So I do like this.
Yeah, I think it's like you said, self-aware, and it's just the right energy. And I'm stoked because that artwork looks awesome. It makes you realize that they're going to do something with the past, right? Because it's in the 60s. And so I love that because to me, Fantastic Four is very much like I can't separate it from that era.
Right.
So I love the idea that they might be like a family out of time or something like that.
Yeah, I first of all, I love the idea of this being set in the 60s.
Yeah, I doubt it will be completely.
I don't know where my over under is going to be on it being entirely in the 60s or not. I don't know. A part of me, because of everything else that's happened in Marvel up until this point, I strongly feel like maybe the first third of the film is going to be set in the 60s.
Yeah, I feel
and
that
then
too.
some sort of like cataclysmic event will happen where they get, I don't know, sucked into the quantum realm or fucking, I don't know, like yeeted into space or whatever. Like,
and then
or like,
they were yeeted.
Captain Marvel fucking swoops in and is like, I need your help on this fucking whatever planet, and they fuck off to that planet, and that's why they've been gone this whole time and no one's talked about them. Or maybe they're part of another another timeline.
Yeah.
Like what is the Earth one that we have? 617.
616 is the
616 is ours.
Yeah.
Is like the canon one, or the one that we've been following this whole time.
I forget if it's the MCU is 616 or
I don't remember.
because the comics is 616.
Well, anyway, it could be that they're just part of another one of those.
Yeah.
And we also have the TVA is very much active and alive. So it's not like, it's not outside of the realm of possibility that they could be part of the universe that the X-Men are part of.
Yeah.
And that those two properties will somehow get like shuttled into.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
And I'll tell this to everybody. And I feel like people who are around my age, I'm 40, people around my age will probably relate to this. When I was growing up and reading comics, the Marvel universe to me was X-Men, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom, all that shit. The Hulk.
Yeah, obviously.
And then the Avengers were there.
Right, yeah.
And
like Even me, that I have like zero fucking experience with comic books because I didn't grow up reading like as a Cuban little girl. I was not exactly encouraged to read comic books, nor were they made fairly available to me. No, it's not wet. It's wet nothing. I just, it is what it is. But even my like peripheral knowledge of comic books, the Avengers was never that.
No.
It was always Spider-Man.
Yeah. X-Men.
That's it, bro.
Yeah.
X-Men. Well, because we had X-Men 97, which was the cartoon. But I didn't really know. First of all, I had zero fucking idea what the difference between DC and Marvel was. To me, Batman and Spider-Man and all these people were all part of the same thing. They were all the same thing.
Jesus Christ.
Listen to me.
But my point of bringing that up is that if you want to get hyped about Marvel again, realize that they have yet, except for Spider-Man and the Hulk, they have yet to bring into the MCU the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. And so
I mean, it's pretty fucking wild that hasn't happened yet.
So
I mean, we know
like,
why, but whatever.
It's awesome that we're about to get a chance to like get really fucking high on Marvel again. Like,
I hope so if they don't fuck it up.
Yeah, I'm stoked,
I mean,
man.
I don't want to get too upset about Marvel because there have been a lot of Marvel properties that have come out in this latest phase that everyone is kind of shitting on that I really liked. Like, I really liked WandaVision.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people felt really disappointed, but honestly, the fandom fucked themselves because WandaVision didn't promise anything crazy. No, or anything that fucking wild or out of left field. Like, it was just doing its own damn thing, and the fandom went wild with conspiracy theories because we had nothing better to do, and we did it to ourselves. I just went through this exact same phenomenon with a book series that I'm reading. We all had one entire year to theorize about some wild shit that was happening, and then it didn't happen in the latest book, and everyone's like, ooh, then this book sucks. It's like, no, the book doesn't suck. You fucking suck because you built up these aspirations for what you thought was going to happen, and then when it didn't deliver, suddenly that's the creator's fault?
So anyway, the point is that
Sorry.
the point is that there's a lot of good stuff to come potentially, and I think this poster is a step in the right direction, and the way they cast it.
And Christopher Alarcon says, and then they fucking get sucked out of the fucking zone thing, and like Miss Marvel fucking needs their fucking help. I don't know. Gabby at Marvel meetings. Direct quote, bro. Direct quote.
So I'm stoked on it, and by the way, most importantly, the thing looks amazing. They get the good eyebrow ridge, which for some reason they never give him the eyebrow ridge.
Very important.
And they gave it to him, so we're ready to roll.
I know. Christopher Alarcon says, I gave zero fucks about anything that wasn't X-Men and Spider-Man as a kid. Yeah.
And we're gonna have
and Batman. But I mean, I know Batman's DC, but like, but we had first of all, we had Batman the animated series, and we had Batman Beyond.
Yeah. Anyway, so the point is,
but why? Why are you shutting me down?
No, but I'm saying, you're right.
Wow. He's like,
whatever. Okay. Hey, whatever. Well, the good news is it's coming.
John Ballou says, yep, I'm 48. Didn't care about Avengers or Fantastic Four. X-Men, Hulk, Spider-Man, Punisher, Ghost Rider. The Fantastic Four were old to me.
Yeah. But the point is, like, now
they always
there's a chance
did feel really old.
I just love the art on those books. But yeah, it's coming, and we're going to have good stuff ahead, I think. So I'm hyped.
I'm hyped too.
I'm hyped. So one thing I wanted to do is I asked some folks in the Patreon to send us any questions.
Oh yeah.
So that we could answer some of them while I carve.
Let me pull them up. Hold on
and
a second.
there were some good ones in there.
There were some really good ones.
So I want you to pick a few.
Oh, I get to pick?
Yeah, you pick, and we will answer them.
Are you going to be able to pick?
No, you pick.
So I'm picking them all? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, just pick them.
I love having full control. Never mind. Okay, here we go. So yeah, Peter put up a quick question.
Just real last minute.
Yeah, he said throw some questions in the comments for Gabby and I to answer during tonight's stream. It can be about artwork, conventions, dating advice, anything at all. And you guys really came through. We got a lot of really good questions here. I'm gonna start with like, why did Boo just bark for no reason?
This is Boo.
Sorry, the boys are here and
probably
being
made a
good,
noise.
but yeah. I'm gonna start with like, because Valentine's Day was yesterday, I'll start with some of the more like me and you questions. John Ballou says, you and Gabby seem to share a lot of interests. What are some you don't share? Which honestly, great question.
Yeah.
Because we are almost the exact same person.
Yeah. Well, okay, I can tell you some things that I love and Gabby doesn't care about.
Oh, yes, that is good.
Like, I love Curb Your Enthusiasm, and Gabby won't even watch an episode.
I can't stand it.
And she kind of likes Seinfeld.
The thing is that there are like, if you told me,
Tell me.
okay, if you told me a synopsis of a Curb story, like a Curb story line
yeah.
or whatever, in your voice, I would be laughing hysterically.
Right.
But watching it happen and like act it out, the cringe is so, and then I get angry. And I can't
Gabby
watch
can't
it.
see the
It gets
funny
my-
in the cringe.
No, it gets my blood pressure up too high. Like I can't do it, dude.
I love Curb so much. I'm caught up on the new season already, 2 episodes in. I love it. Larry David to me is like a messianic figure. In fact, when I first saw that show years ago, I actually feel like it broke my head a little bit. I was like, oh my god, dude, I totally agree with all the shit. Like especially the early seasons.
The problem is that I agree with his issues with everything. It's just watching him discover the issue and then deal with the issue. It makes my blood boil because 99% of the time I'm like, why, bro? Why? Why do you have to take it this far? Like he just opens his mouth when he should just keep it shut.
Well, that's one of them that I can think of off the top of my head. What's something that you're into that I'm just not into?
Bro, the list of things that I'm into that you're not into.
Well, name one.
Reading.
Yeah.
What you should know is that Peter has tons of books in this room. They're all filled with illustrations, not words.
Yeah.
Peter is not a reader.
Bro, I
have time.
That's an old technology books. You sit there and you gotta do something to it. Just put it on YouTube.
I love reading. I went through a slump right after my master's degree because it was just a lot of reading, like, you know, nonfiction, just like academic papers and shit. And I was like, oh, if I have to read one more thing, I'm going to die. So I went through a slump and then I got back into it a few years back. And man, I can't be stopped. I've got a Goodreads account. I set challenges for myself with books. And I read whatever the fuck I want, by the way. Like, it does not have to be highbrow anything. Like, I'm not reading fucking War and Peace. Like, I'm reading basically, you know, fairy porn. But whatever, I'm reading. And Peter's just not into it.
I don't understand the point of reading for like some noble cause.
Greg says, isn't Peter writing a book?
Yes.
So the thing is, he'll write them.
Yeah, I come up with the
We'll read
idea.
'em.
Yeah, that's it. Greg, I have an idea for the book. I go, this happens, this is the character, this is blah, 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 blah. And then I send it to Jared, my buddy, who wrote the actual script. And I go, Jared, can you make this into a story? And so he types it out, comes up with the dialogue and things. And then I go back and I look and I go, that sounds right. Yeah, fix it or add this. So yes, but I can't just sit and like, who has time for that? I can't do it. I barely have time to fall asleep on the couch.
I love reading.
No, I in an alternate reality, if I could clone myself, there'd be at least one version of myself always
that
reading.
reads. Yeah. I like reading. I mean, I don't spend all day reading, but
I
like,
also get lost on a page and I lose my place. And
that's
I have
because
to
you
start
have
over
ADD
and over.
that hasn't been treated.
Yeah.
Christopher Alarcon wants to know, Pete, what about comics? Do you read those?
I used to read them a lot. I don't have time anymore, but I love comics. I used
true.
to have Comixology.
Bro, the last comic you read, what was it? You remember? I do.
I mean, I just
'Cause
read.
that's how long ago.
What was it?
Akira.
Oh yeah, the mangas. I read this.
He read. I mean, I guess those count as comic
Yeah,
books, right?
yeah. No, they're awesome. And I just rebought the first 4
The Sin Cities.
graphic novels of Sin
Yeah.
City. But I'm not really reading them. I've read them a million times. I just
Yeah.
like looking at them for references and things.
Peter does like watch or listen to a lot of podcasts, which I feel like is akin to reading, especially when it's
very
like one
informed.
topic that is like really being discussed and kind of picked apart. Like to me, it's just nonfiction reading, and it's almost like an audiobook in a way, but it's just something that him and I can't really share. Although he loves walking around Barnes and Noble.
I love Barnes and Noble.
He's not gonna pick up a book.
And I worked at a Barnes and Noble for a while.
Right.
Like I like the idea of books, and I used to read.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's one of my favorite books? There actually, here's one that I never got rid of. I think this one. This is a really good book. I'll just throw it out there.
What is it?
It's called. Do I have the camera?
Hold on, I'm gonna.
Oh, it's right here. I'll do it right here.
Oh, there you go.
It's called Eisner Miller, and it's basically a long conversation between Frank Miller and Will Eisner, and it's fucking awesome. And just talking about their careers and comics and creating, and it's a great, great book. So I read that one a long time ago.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? I think the last thing, if I had to pick one last thing.
What's another thing that we don't
that we don't have in common. You collect and I don't.
That's true. Gabby is not a collector,
I'm
but
not.
you don't dislike my collecting.
No, it doesn't bother me. I'm fascinated by it, and I get like a
You have mini
I get like
collecting
a
bugs.
contact high from his journey to try to find certain things. But I personally don't like collecting things. I don't have like any attachments to figures or toys. Like there's a few that I've gotten into because I've been with Peter and he's kind of given me the bug a little bit, but it never really sticks. And I just don't feel like the need to do it, you know?
Yeah.
I do like, I mean, if I had to say that I collected anything, it would be arts and craft supplies because I love crafting. I mean, if you know anything about me, I'm like always working with my hands to do something, but I wouldn't call that really a collection. It's more of a hobby.
Yeah. And you make me rethink how much I collect. So that's interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I don't especially, well, I'll tell you what, working at a toy company has made me buy a lot less toys.
Oh, if you have any recommendations for me on books, please send them to, like DM them to me on Instagram, please, because I love getting recommendations for books. My TBR is so long because of that, but I'm always ready to add more stuff to it. I do not do audiobooks. I've tried, but I cannot. Narrators' voices are not as good as my voice in my head. So anyway, Lewis says, being just after Valentine's Day, what is your favorite thing about each other? What brought you together? Tell us a love story.
My favorite, there's a lot to list about what I love about Gabby.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot.
But my favorite thing about Gabby is that she is really smart, really intelligent, and really funny. So I love talking to her. I've dated a lot of people in my life that I liked for different reasons, but I always felt like I couldn't have a fully like, I have a very full relationship with you. Like I feel like you're my best friend.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think you're beautiful and I love you and I'm attracted to you and all those
I
things.
am
But
very
you're also
beautiful,
like you're probably my funniest friend.
Yes, that
Which
is true.
That's devastating. Let me tell you, for my
Why
friends,
is that devastating?
because I have such low need for my friends now.
Oh shit!
Like you are everything that my friends used to do for me. I'm like, eh.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, like you're not as funny as Gabby.
There's no way. There's no way. Our humor is just like
Yeah.
we have like we used to joke that we have Borg mind.
Yeah.
Because we just like we don't have to even say anything. Sometimes we just look at each other and we're like, oh shit.
Yeah. I love that about you. And then we have very similar energy, which is important. Like,
well, we're both Tauruses, so
yeah, we both love to
easy.
stay home and work on stuff and make things, and then just kind of like what do you call it? Just kind of like bask at the end of the night, like on the couch.
Literally just rot
And
on
then
the couch.
and then the weekends we still kind of like work on stuff, and then we try to make time to see our friends and family
Always,
on the
yeah.
weekends. But we're happy to stay home all the time. So all that, having the energy line up is huge. I
Yeah.
never would have thought that as a young adult or as like a teenager that like I should find someone whose energy matches me.
Yeah,
that has made
so
life
important.
so much better.
So important to match energies and to like. I know some people who don't match energies, and like one person is very energetic and outgoing, and the other person is very reserved. And sometimes that works because they like kind of bring out the other side in each other. But in my case, I just like that you already get that what I need is for everybody to shut the fuck up, get out of my house, and let me just sit on the couch and play video games or read a book or watch TV. That's it. That's all I want.
Yeah.
And same. I don't even have to answer that question. You and I both love the same things about each other. Peter's
But you
also
can
very
say it.
talented.
Yeah, say I'm talented.
I'm always very proud to call him my husband because he's so fucking relentlessly talented that I am like, yeah, bitch. Look at who I'm married to, bro. You could never. I don't know. That's.
I know
that's ridiculous.
No,
but like,
I was gonna say that in my side too. Like that, I know that you're proud of me, and I feel that you tell people there's things that you say and do indirect that I feel that you're proud of me, and that means a lot. So, and that's something that I don't take for granted. So
right.
Yeah.
Tell us a love story. What does that mean?
Oh, I think they
What
just meant,
brought
like,
you together? What brought us together?
That ass.
Literally dead ass. No, I think that the universe was trying to pull us together for literally over 10 years.
Yeah.
Because we've been in and out of each other's life since I was like 19.
Yeah.
And
Gabby's sister, older sister, used to date my younger brother when they were in high school.
And I was obsessed with your band when I was in high school.
Yes. And we had a lot of the same friends, mutual friends.
Tons of mutual friends.
And then we worked together at GameStop.
Yeah, he was my boss.
Gabby was dating one of the other managers when we were like in our early 20s.
Right.
Something like that.
And then we lost track again. And then
one time you reached out to me for that art thing, remember?
Yeah. I was working for like an art collective and I wanted Peter to showcase his work. And so he came to see me at the place and he was like, no, like it didn't work out. Like it just wasn't the right vibe or whatever. And then we lost track of each other again. And then a few years later, he just showed up at a tattoo shop that I worked at.
Yeah.
And
to get tattooed because
your dog
I had just
died.
put my dog down
and you got divorced.
Yes, like in the same month.
In the same
bro.
month. So
I lost my house. Like in 1 month, I lost.
But you didn't lose your house.
I didn't lose.
You had to sell your house,
yeah.
right?
We had to sell my house.
But he came into that shop looking fucked up,
like warmed over shit, dude.
Fucked up, and I was like, oh no. And I remember asking him like, how are you feeling? Like, and I was telling him like, I know the holiday, because it was late in the year. I was like, the first holidays when you're divorced, man, they're gonna suck. Because I'm also divorced, I had gotten divorced before Peter got divorced with his ex-wife, and so we I remember telling him, I'm like, that first Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's fucking lineup after you get divorced is so painful and is so depressing, but you'll be fine. Like, you just do whatever you feel is right in those moments. And then when he was leaving, I was like, come here and give me a hug. And I gave him a big hug. And then he slid into my fucking DMs the next day asking me to go out on a date. I'm like, look at this fresh motherfucker.
Fast? One day to the next?
It was like that weekend or something that you slid into my DMs. And I remember telling my brother and he was like, what? Peter from Twice the Sun?
That was the name of my band. We were in high school.
We were all obsessed. I had the CD. I played that CD until it didn't work anymore.
Yeah.
And anyway, that's the love story.
Yes.
And then we've been inseparable ever since.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Best and worst things about your dog, says John R. Price.
Oh my God, cover his ears.
They're both here.
The worst thing about Boo, I'll tell you right now.
Oh, we're starting with worst, huh?
I can tell you because I just immediately he rips ass like a man, like a grown man, like a hot beef, bro. That's the
worst.
That's the worst thing about Boo. Can you think of a worst thing? He's pretty good. He doesn't have any bad things.
I honestly, the worst thing about both of them is that because they're boy dogs, they pee everywhere.
Oh, that's true.
And we literally pick up pee every day.
Yeah.
And they're not peeing because they're incontinent. They're not peeing because they're not housebroken. They're peeing because it's an act of fucking revenge against each other. And Peter and I are the victims.
I know.
And our constant battle in this house is cleaning pee and then fucking regretting that we own even one rug in this house. Because if dog pee gets on a rug, you may as well burn down the house. The smell will never go away. Yeah. Ask me how I know. Sorry, let me not ignore the chat, by the way, before I move on. Let's see. Let me go. Bunch of people talking about Ready Player One. I read that book. It was fucking awesome.
This is a great example.
The movie was not even close to how good the book was.
Well, see, look how lucky I am. I never wasted my time reading the book.
Get out of here.
And when I saw the movie, I loved it.
Get out of here. They said the sequel was terrible, Ready Player 2. I never read it. I didn't feel like I needed a sequel to that book. It wrapped itself up really well after the first one. But I just rewatched the movie like a couple of days ago and I was like, oh, this is so bad.
I love the movie. A lot of fun.
Anyway, Rich says, Peter, I think you just recorded the Baba Booey tape, My Lover and My Best Friend.
My lover and my best friend.
I feel like my social life is that annoying.
No. Yeah, my professional life is that annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
But my social life is that a two. My love life is that a two.
Fucking Baba Booey. Let's see. John Ballou, irony, Attack Peter book club. Yeah, no, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's like in spite of Attack Peter book club.
Let's see. Don't sell yourself short, Gabby. You're talented as well. Thank you, Frank. I know I'm talented. I know. I'm not selling myself short. It's just that my husband is like fucking talented. He has talents that I wish I had. Like he's talented in music and I am not.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he can play instruments. I never learned how to do that. I mean, again, it's just that he's good at it and he actually wanted to do it.
Yeah.
That's very amazing. Art is like fine art. I can do my own type of art, obviously, but like he can do fine art and he can draw things that from reality. I try if you told me right now, like draw an orange, I would be like circle with a little hand. Like he can fucking draw it so it looks 3D, like a real fucking orange that was on the table is now on paper. And that skill to me is like literally black magic. And it's such a talent. Like, and he can do stylized shit. I know. And he's like, I don't even care. And I'm like, you're the fucking best.
I was thinking of starting a series of
you?
Oil paintings, but just eyes.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
It's so fucking weird.
No, it's a joke. The poster gang will know what I mean.
Johnny, oh my God, I just got it. Please don't ever do that.
No.
Johnny says, okay, Gabby, if I see you at another convention, I expect you to say to me, yeah, bitch, look at my talented husband. I will.
By the way, I don't know if we told this gang. We met Johnny.
We got to meet Johnny a couple weekends ago. Yeah.
He gave us an amazing,
incredible
creature
poster.
print. Yeah.
Yeah.
And because, dude, Johnny's a really good artist. You know, I didn't know that when we were just hanging out in the chats, but if you don't follow Johnny,
you really should
on Instagram. Johnny, you should put a link to your Instagram or something in the chat. It's really good.
By the way, hold on.
Yeah.
Raph and Frank rebound. Peter and I were not each other's rebounds.
No, in fact,
not at all.
No.
I had been divorced already for like 3 or 4 years when we kind of like hooked up. And I mean, yes, Peter had just gotten divorced, but he had already dated a couple of other girls before I joined the chat.
Yes, before you joined the chat.
So, you know, anyway, John R. Price says, same with our Frenchie, borking farts, having to wipe the butt because they can't pitch it off like other dogs.
Oh my God, dude.
Jesus.
They're gremlins, dude.
Well, he like the pause, the having to wipe down the paws after every walk is also kind of a bummer, but he gets really bad allergies from grass.
He's so sweet though that like you want to do everything for him. He's so sweet,
dude.
And you know what else? Wonton. Talk about things that are tough about, because you know we love Wonton.
We do.
He is like in love and a dick to Boo
at the same time.
Yeah,
at all times.
Like they like to sleep butt to butt, share one bed, even though they have multiple beds.
Yeah.
And they play and they wrestle. But if Boo tries to get on the couch,
breathes the wrong way
at the wrong time of day, Wonton goes.
Yeah, he never actually like bites him or hurts him. He just and you're like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, but then they go play in the backyard together.
And Tony will chase Boo with a toy to get him to play with him. Like it's very cute. And when they sleep over at my mother-in-law's house, they're inseparable.
Yeah, they sleep together in the same bed.
But Tony's just like, man.
Yeah, he's getting to be an old codger.
He's getting to be an old grumpy codger. Justin wants to know if they're neutered. No, Tony is, but Boo is not. We chose not to do that because
our vet said that they have weight problems.
And he doesn't really need it. No. He's not trying to be an alpha in this house.
No, he's such a little hippie.
I know.
Sweet man.
James says Lino cut an orange. I agree.
The most boring stream ever.
Sea Monster says, dude can do gouache.
Gouache, yeah. I can do gouache.
Yeah, he used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Jacob Walsh says, like with no face. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oil paintings with no face. Just eyes.
Jacob Walsh in the chat. I was on Toy Anxiety on Tuesday night.
Yes.
I fucking love that show. I love those guys.
So much.
I love it. I missed Abby on the show. She wasn't on.
Well, then why was anyone even watching? I know.
But that gang is so fun. And I was roasting Craig in jest. I have to tell this story. I was roasting.
Why would you roast?
Because it's fun. They're funny, and I get with them. I just want to tell jokes
Did he get
and
upset?
shit. No.
Oh, thank God.
No, but I felt back. So I'm like, no. And I felt back. So I'm like, oh, maybe I'm just roasting too hard. But it was all playful. Like Jacob was laughing the whole time. Dole was laughing, so I thought it was okay. But
thought it was okay.
Yeah, and Craig was laughing. It was fine.
But
no, it's fine. But I'm saying
I thought a butt was coming.
We were talking about Hasbro figures because they had Steve from Hasbro on too.
Right.
And I mentioned that I love the lizard figure, this retro style lizard figure they recently released, like the old packaging and like the Spider-Man animated series toys. I just mentioned it. I love it. You know, it's complimenting. After the stream, I didn't tell you this, Jacob. Ryan Ting, who's also from Hasbro, reached out to me and says, "Hey, great job on Toy Anxiety. Are you actually really looking for that lizard figure? I have one. I'll send it to you."
Oh.
And I go, dude, are you serious? Like, yeah, no problem. He's like, just take it easy on my man Craig for me. And I'm like, oh my God, how rough was I, dude?
No, well, you're really. I mean,
But I was laughing the whole time. And
Jacob says Craig deserves it.
no, I love that guy.
Well, okay. Look.
Tell them
Peter.
right now.
Peter is like. Peter's love language is roasting.
It's true.
And so
and getting roasted. I like
getting
it.
roasted. If you can successfully roast Peter, you may as well
funny.
submit to getting married.
Yeah, if it's funny.
It's funny. Yeah, that's what I mean by
I have
successful.
I have a lot of respect for people who can roast me and I laugh too. I love it.
Yeah, but that's why you're married to me, because I can read you like a fucking book.
Yeah, yeah. And
but the library is always open in this house. Reading is
but
fundamental.
don't we watch Toy Anxiety all the time and laugh? I get so I laugh out loud, dude.
I know. I feel like it's our fucking friends in the other room.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Peter cackles like a fucking crow when
Off
he goes
dumb
on
shit.
that show.
No,
like,
and watching them.
Like, I'll be in the room taking care of the dogs so he can stream because it's a late night stream, and I can hear Peter from the other side of the fucking house.
It's
That's
so
how
fun.
hard he laughs when he gets on that stream. And it's like the minute that it goes live, he's already cackling.
Yeah, I love it. If you haven't watched, it's a really good episode. And
So trust me, everything that he does is with love.
and then go watch Jacob's other channel. It's YHS on Monster Island, which is all kaiju Sofubi. Because I go on there, I talk about Sofubi, and Craig and Ryan are all like, like they don't
Why? 'Cause
know
understand Sofubi?
But Jacob and I trying to have a moment. But so like
They're like,
yeah, go watch his other show, YHS on Monster Island. It's really good.
Yeah. Jacob says Ryan Ting is a saint, and it's
Yeah.
an ongoing joke that we always roast Craig.
Okay, good.
Good. Okay. All right. There you go.
I thought it was funny.
Raph says Peter was fine on that show. Those dorks don't go out, so they can't even handle real talk.
No, it's not true.
No,
Those are
false,
they're sweethearts.
false.
They're sweethearts. I love them. I love them.
Oh shit! Yeah, we do have a really great time with that
Yeah,
show.
believe me, I
But
really
also
love that
put
show.
Abby back on. I don't know what the fuck you guys were doing going live without Abby there, but okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Anyway, let's see. Some more questions from our Patreon. Here's a good one.
What is it?
Who is our celebrity crush?
Ooh.
Like your celebrity crush and my celebrity crush.
I don't even know. You go
You know what's
first.
so funny is I just had this conversation with my girlfriends the other
Okay.
day. Like who's our celebrity crushes or
Okay.
whatever.
Were you struggling?
I struggled momentarily because
Because you live with
I'm
a
not.
celebrity?
Wow. Divorce papers submitted.
Trap door opens.
No, it's just like I'm not a celebrity girly. Like I didn't ever grow up like really fangirling after celebrities, but I always fangirled over musicians. So the first when it comes to mine, like it's always musicians.
I can think.
I have married a musician.
That's true.
So, but there are like actual actors. So I guess if we're going by actors, is that what we're going to call
Sure.
the celebrity
Whatever you want.
actors? Okay. I would say so we'll do both actually.
ahead.
We'll do one musician, one celebrity,
Okay.
like actor. So if it's an actor, my celebrity crush is Rahul Kohli.
Oh wow! No
Dude.
way.
Dude.
I think
I think everybody has a boner for him.
it's funny because we're like 1 degree of separation. You know my buddy JP who does the he has him on his stream from time to time.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because he's a big toy nerd. I'm gonna see if I can get him on our show.
He's also
I will not tell you about
he's also friends with somebody else that I know. I don't remember. Is it Lucy James?
Oh yeah,
Or Alana
'cause
Pierce
They were all
or-
in the video game.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I find him so fucking hilarious,
He
and
is
like
funny
in
as
real
fuck.
life, he's such a Chad. You can tell that he could fucking hang with any of us and have the greatest time, but he is also absurdly handsome. Like it's unfair how handsome that man is. My love,
All right, calm down.
I know. I'm sorry. I think the reason why I find him so handsome is you two have the same profile.
Oh, good call. Good call.
You do. It's the beard and the profile and the.
I'm like,
the
we have
angular
Rahul Kohli at
eyebrows.
home.
Yeah,
And
you're
it's
the
me.
white Rahul Kohli. There you go. And then if it's a musician, fuck. The musician is a hard one, but I will go ahead and put my celebrity crush on Chino Moreno from
The Deftones.
but
Wow.
only from 1997 and 1998.
Okay, he's
Because
falling off.
recent Chino Moreno,
Not as good.
I mean, just go ahead and take a look.
I don't know. I haven't thought. I don't know if I have a celebrity crush. Who's my celebrity crush?
Do I like pickles?
Do I like pickles? Who do
honestly,
I like?
I don't know. You never really talk about it.
Who do I like? Who's hot now? When I was a kid, my
Why are you
celebrity
asking
crush.
me?
When I was a kid, my celebrity crush was Jenny Garth on 90210.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, but I don't think I
You
would.
always. It's funny because we'll be
My
watching.
taste changed, though.
We'll be watching movies and you'll be like, man, when I was a little kid, I had such a boner for that chick, and I'm like, who? What? And it's always the most random fucking actress, like fucking. I don't know.
I don't know. I liked
honestly, I don't
Emma Stone
Oh my god, everybody has a fucking crush on Emma Stone. Are you crazy?
because I like funny chicks.
Yeah.
Usually.
She would roast you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
And musician?
I used to love Gwen Stefani.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the crush?
I don't really crush. I can't think of it
Gwen
honestly.
Stefani?
Who do I have a crush on? No,
I feel like you would really dig one of the lead singers of Veruca Salt or something. Like that's who I would pick for you.
No, they look good
and
in
not,
the videos.
not
but
because of their good looks, but because the voice
music.
is so good and
There
the
is
music and the
something-
talent is like so there.
Well, there is something I would like about someone who was a musician because like they would you could like
yeah, like
they would like have them
you'd
writing
be turned on
songs.
by their
Yeah,
talent.
yeah,
Like not necessarily they don't have to be the most good looking. You're just
No.
turned on by how fucking awesome they
Yeah,
are.
I do like skilled and talented people for
Yeah.
sure.
They don't have to be.
But I can't. But just off looks, I can't even think of someone else. Tell you what, Vanessa Kirby's doing pretty well in the
Vanessa
charts.
Kirby, is she doing it for you?
She's about to come up.
Yeah.
She's coming up. But I don't know. I don't really have. I don't think about it.
You don't have to.
I got all I need right here, my love.
That was the right fucking answer. Let me see. Here's another one. Let's see. Okay, here's a really good one. This is aired out Saint Aaron. I've recently been decorating my new apartment and want to know some of your guys' green flags and red flags when it comes to home decor.
Oh, we're probably the wrong people to ask. But
No, I mean, if you watch our channel, you probably have similar tastes as us.
we have like contained maximalism.
No, it's curated maximalism.
Okay. We've painted our house. The ceiling in our house is painted black.
My girlfriend said that painting our house black was a canon event for us.
What does that mean?
A canon event,
Yeah.
like it just changed everything.
Yeah, it was awesome.
like it changed us permanently.
Yeah, it was a great vibe.
That's true.
We painted the walls in our house like not black, but the darkest gray you can imagine.
Yes.
Almost black.
The ceiling is black.
Ceiling is actually black.
Yeah.
And so that's our vibe. We have like, and then we have.
Yeah, but that's not the question.
I know. I was just thinking, like giving you a primer.
What's a red flag for me is store-bought wall art.
Yes.
Like if you have to go to fucking Target or Home Goods to fill your walls with art, then you're not doing it right.
Let me do a caveat.
Sure.
Because it's not that there aren't things that are aesthetically pleasing at those places. It's just that for me personally, it should be a jumping off point. Like if you say, you know what I like? Rustic paintings of like, I don't know, the plains, the Great Plains. Then I would try to go find an artist who does it and buy
Yes.
from directly. That's me.
Like there's no excuse. When my parents were coming up,
Yes.
you know, I guess it was difficult because you couldn't just go and get art as easily as you can now. Right now you could go on Etsy, you could go on Instagram and
Yeah.
find somebody selling their art and it's unique, it's one of a kind, you're supporting an independent artist. Back then it was difficult. Like I remember a lot of the art that I had on the walls as a kid was like fucking a poster of
Yeah.
a painting from the Dali Museum because
Yeah.
my parents happened to go.
Right.
You know, so like I can kind of get that, and I kind of get how our parents also did a lot of the like store-bought art thing because it's the easiest way to do it and
Yeah.
cheap. But now there's really no fucking excuse.
Yeah.
So
that to me is a big one. Like if I've seen the decor in your house in everybody else's house, you know, that's, I mean, I don't care. You're to each their own, but to me, it wouldn't be a look that I would.
no, it feels also cold. Like it just feels clinical. Like this is the type of art you would see in like the waiting room of a doctor's office or
Yeah.
something. Like you can do better. You can just do better.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can
I
do better.
also, I don't personally like all white everything.
I mean, we did it for a little while. Like
All white everything?
No, I mean, no, sorry. We did all white walls.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm saying like
You mean
all white
all white
walls,
everything.
white furniture,
Yeah.
white decorations.
Yeah, it's not like it. Again, I know that that's a vibe, but it's a little bit
I'm saying
too
for me.
sterile for me.
It's not really a red flag. It's just
not. It's
yeah.
just no. Red flag is
lazy
more like
taxidermy.
lazy. No, that's not a red flag.
No.
No. A red flag, because lazy taxidermy can be really funny.
That's true.
It could be a choice.
Okay.
Lazy or red flag house decor would be like anything that you keep in your house that's visibly damaged. So like I've walked into people's houses before where it's like a really beautiful house, but then you look at their furniture and it's all fucking torn up by a cat or something. And you can tell that they haven't even bothered to try to fix that shit. It's just gross. That's unacceptable.
Okay.
Figure it out, bro. There's options.
Figure it out, bro.
Yeah, there's like things that you can put on your furniture that turns it into a scratching post, so they'll choose that versus ripping. Like I would rather see that you added something to the furniture to make it safe for the cat rather than just letting them fucking tear your shit up. And the same with dogs, by the way. If I walk into your house and there's fucking dog and cat hair everywhere.
That's not a decoration.
Yeah, but it's like it's a decor red flag. Like you don't give a shit enough about your house.
Okay.
Like your decor is all covered in fucking fur. Like, get your shit together. What else?
Impersonal stuff is a big one.
Impersonal stuff, yeah. Yeah.
I also don't love like. This is gonna sound bad.
It's
so
okay.
I
Go
apologize.
ahead.
If it's just all pictures of people all over the house.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do that. They like wall art is just photos of their family and their
No
fucking
disrespect.
things.
It's just for me. It would be.
We don't have like any.
No. Nobody.
I don't think we put we do have some pictures up of our family and friends, but they're like in frames and they're on shelves and they're like scattered throughout the house.
Sometimes I feel bad about that, but I'm like,
I don't feel bad about that.
Yeah, I know what they look like.
I know what they look like.
We're very aesthetic sensitive.
Yeah, I just want to look at stuff that I don't know that inspires me and motivates me and like I don't know.
So that's pretty good. I don't want to judge anything, but those are like things that kind of bum me out.
Messiness, like
pastel, like too much pastel bums me out.
Well, yeah, but if that's your vibe,
yeah, it's not a red flag.
That's not a red flag.
It would be a red flag for me.
A red flag is like not having any furniture that is also meant to be organizational. In other words, like if everything that you have is just decor and aesthetic, but you don't have anything that's functional, like you don't have a shoe rack by the door, or you don't have like a fucking place to hang your keys, or you don't have a coffee table, or like the coffee table's filled with shit and it cannot be used for anything else. Like that to me is a red flag. Don't do that. Right?
Don't do it.
Just don't do it. Like, what are you doing? Red flag. People who have photos of their parents by the bed. Like, stop.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, that's unless it's like a dead parent or something, and you're still like really traumatized.
Not by the bed, though.
Maybe not by the bed. I don't know.
Anywhere else.
It feels like best and worst things about Florida as a whole.
Worst things.
Worst things are.
Well, I'll say we have to only speak for Miami, really.
Okay.
Because we don't really experience all of Florida that often.
Yeah, we like to say that we're not from Florida, we're from Miami.
But I would say the worst thing is the bipolar weather. That like it could be.
It's not that bipolar. Think about it.
What do you mean?
Think about how bad the weather could possibly be versus what we get. Ours is very predictable.
Well, what I'm saying is like within one day.
Yeah, I mean, but it's predictable because we know that in the summer at 2:00 every day there's going to be a thunderstorm, and by 6:00 it's going to be over, or even earlier.
Yeah.
It's almost like clockwork every fucking year.
Yeah.
We all know that we're not actually going to get any cold snaps until after January.
Yeah.
So like that once I don't know, like
once
April
your holiday
hits,
vibes are over,
that's when you'll feel the holiday shit.
Weather.
Yeah, which is very depressing. But whatever, it is what it is. Like so yes, it is bipolar, but it is also like clockwork, so it's easy to. I think the worst part about our weather is the humidity and the mosquitoes and the gnats. Yeah. Like the gnats,
bro. Every April, the gnats come to this neighborhood.
Bad.
I have never experienced it my whole life in Miami, but this one neighborhood we moved to in April, they come out in little clouds and they suck, dude.
Peter hates them. They're the bane of his fucking
One
existence.
time they were so bad, I was walking wonton. I took wonton, I put him in my car, and we drove
literally
a couple miles to another neighborhood to escape the gnats to let him pee.
so fucking good, dude.
That's how insane I am, though.
Oh my god. Yeah, so that's probably the worst. The best of it, like, we have fucking all the theme parks like a few hours away from us.
The food's
like,
amazing in Miami.
Yeah, I mean, come on, the food is like outrageously good in Miami.
Everyone's attractive down here.
in Miami.
Yeah, like the ratio's high.
Again, Florida as a whole.
No, we're just Miami.
If we're just talking about Miami, food is the best here. Women and men are the hottest.
Yeah, everyone's trying hard to look good.
The worst parts also would be like some of the culture here can be really rough.
Yeah.
Like, and what I mean by rough is that it's a lot of like ignorant shit happening here all the time.
Yeah, there's like old generations ways of doing things that are slow to die off.
Yeah, like we get really like just fucking turned off by how much everybody sort of
tough guy
glorifies the tough guy persona or glorifies like the older generations that were immigrants. And it's like, you'll never be that person, bro, because you were born here.
There is like a cosplay of older generations in Miami that's pretty
like all of a
fascinating.
sudden you have like a young 25-year-old who's like dressing in guayaberas and like smoking a Cuban cigar.
Yeah,
and you're like, my guy.
You're cosplaying as your
You're
great-grandfather.
cosplaying as your grandfather. Like, get over it, dude. You're not, you are not born in Cuba. You will probably never return to Cuba. Like, you just stop. And it also, the part that's annoying about that is that it also comes with the machismo attitude that Cuban men brought from the island, and it's fucking annoying as shit.
Hey, look.
Hey, look at that. Congratulations, my love.
Thank you.
That looks
Hey,
really
that's good, right?
Yeah, man.
it's
No
good.
asterisks.
No, because this Predator didn't have it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he was too big. So I didn't want to add him to this one.
Oh, that's okay.
But I like it. And they came out. Let me see if I can. Can you give me a full art cam, or do we not have that?
We do not own full art cam. No. I can give you this.
It's the same on the other side. No, it's actually better.
Yeah, it's a little better. It's a little smooshed.
Yeah, they're a good little set.
I like that set
What do you
a
guys
lot.
think?
I'm surprised that you were able to get the Xenomorph on.
Dude.
Because I remember we talked about it once and you were like, how do I get all of that fucking animal into
No, that giant head.
that giant ass
That
head?
fucking hot dog head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a fun one, man. It was a fun one. Hey, Craig's in the chat. Craig, we good?
Craig, we good?
Craig, we good?
Craig, are you angry?
The thing about Craig that makes me laugh is stuff that he just says casually makes me laugh.
Craig has got to be one of the funniest fucking people I've
Just
ever
natural.
encountered.
Just
Like, yes, it's a
natural.
natural funniness.
Yeah.
Like,
Not
the
saying
delivery
anything.
is great. The timing is great.
Sometimes he's just like, well, yeah, that's what we're doing.
It's very
And that makes me laugh.
Yeah, it's like very deadpan almost sometimes, which fucking kills me, dude.
Yo, you
because
crying, Craig?
Peters is more. You crying?
Craig, you crying right now?
Peters is that. It's like he knows it's funny, or like he knows it's un
Craig, you gonna
pujo.
cry about it? Okay.
How do you explain what a pujo is?
Pujo in English is like, jeez. He's like,
I don't know what pujo is. In
repugnant.
No.
No?
No.
Over the
Repugnant.
top?
No. What the fuck is pujo in English?
I don't know. There's not a direct
Pujo
translation.
is like man,
It's
if
too
someone's
much.
pujotico or it's a
too much.
pujo. No, I know what it is. It's corny?
No. Well, okay. Like overly cheesy.
Like
overly.
too cheese, like too cheesy, something like that. He's not that.
Yeah.
And neither are you.
No.
Sometimes.
No, I'm
Sometimes.
tremendous.
Sometimes. It's okay.
That was fun.
That was fun.
We had a fun time.
Yeah.
I would like to do more question stuff like that. Jacob. Hey, thanks, Jacob. I would love to do it as a figure. Yeah, man. It would be a good one because we nailed that cool little pattern right there, so we can claim it as a style. That's the secret.
What?
Like when you interpret, for me, if I feel, if I get some cool patterns to reflect parts of the character, then I feel like I'm stylizing it. Otherwise, I feel like I just interpreted it as a lino block. So like this, I could still push this further to feel more like my style, but like things like this make me realize how I would do it. And then that was one of the challenges when we were doing, I say we because you helped me with that alien print, figure out what the design was. But that alien print I did for
What the fuck is my
Mondo,
royalty check?
you're living in it.
That's true.
The alien and that print, I felt like by the end of it, I'm like, oh, I understand how I would design this to make it feel like my style.
Yeah.
So it's a thing. But
I like it. I will say I now think that you need to make one of the chest bursters but like a mini print.
With the top
Can
hat?
you get
Oh,
like a
okay.
linoleum
I
that's
did the
like
chest
this?
burst, don't you remember?
No, I know, but like
for this.
can you get like a,
For this, like
really
this?
tiny one and you can add it on to that
Just
one?
like this one?
Yeah. It just comes out.
Like carve
Oh
with
my
a
god,
laser.
like a pop-up book where you have to like slide.
Slide them out.
Shit, that would be so good. Man, I'm so smart.
Yeah, Michael says, "Yo, coming into the stream with what is a pujo is just 10 out of 10."
Sorry, Michael. What is pujo? Like I know it's
In English.
It's not It's not really corny, or it's like well, I don't know. Christopher Alarcon says pujo is a little stinker.
Yeah.
Alex says
Pain in the
it's
ass.
pedantic.
Yeah.
What does the word pedantic mean?
It's pujotico. It's actually pretty good.
No shit. Okay. Well. Anyway.
Well, so here is the print. If you want to get a copy of this, best way to do it, you can sign up for the Patreon, and we do monthly giveaways. I just finished printing the last of the monthly giveaways, except for the person who chose Swamp Thing. I have to mix the ink, and I haven't had the ink. I just got it back in my supplies, so I will be printing that. But everything else, if you got, some people requested a Hedora here, some people requested
Yes,
Jack
I promise
Skellington.
you that I'm kicking his ass left and right to get things done.
That's the whole list.
It's just.
The whole list except for Swamp
I
Thing.
know. No, there's probably some more things. Listen, I just haven't given you yet because I don't want to overwhelm you. But like, I promise you, we're getting to it. It's just this house is busy AF at all times, but we are getting around to it.
Yeah.
I promise. And if you have any questions or if you're wondering where things are, the best way to get in touch with me is to DM me through Instagram. You can
Gabby
email
at
me.
attackpeter.inc.
Gabby at attackpeter.ink. You can send me a message on Patreon. I don't check them every day though, so if it's urgent, email
DM.
is better, or DM really. And yeah, but we will get everything out to everybody soon.
Yes. One more thing. Want to see something really cool?
Do I?
This is the. Am I on? Can
Oh, that's
give me a big
behind
one?
me.
Can you give me big?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's see. Give me
Question
the one.
mark?
There it is.
Oh yeah, look at
This is the
Boom.
box for the new Mondo Rodan figure. It's really cool. The Rodan figure. You guys probably seen it on Instagram a few times. It's awesome. It has a little Mothra larva on the back that's magnetic.
The camera was
comes off.
struggling with the fucking sheen on
I know.
Rodan.
But it's good. I can see
Look at
it.
it. It's like,
pretty
oh
good.
god.
Yeah. There's a bunch of colorways. They're all shipping now. Some people already
Wait,
have
show
them.
them how the little larva attaches.
You have to
That's
do
my
it for-
favorite part.
I can't. I don't know if I have hands.
I have one here.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But I want to show the box real quick because the
Oh, yeah,
box was illustrated and designed by my buddy Alexis Zirit, who's a comics artist and a former Miami guy that I used to do art with here in Miami. And so I was just super happy that now that I'm at Mondo, I was able to give him a chance to work on a Mondo product. So if you see it and you like the artwork, go look up A Zirit, Ziritt on Instagram and give him a follow. He's awesome.
Yeah. And by the way, so you can see, here's the one that I have. But wait, where is it? The little larva comes off. How cute, right? Look at his little feeties. And then you can just like hook him back on. It's magnetic. And how beautiful is this variant,
Yeah,
by
it's
the
a
way?
good glitter.
The glitter on this is outrageous.
Who is
dude.
she? He.
Who is she? Look at that ass. We're
It's a great
Sorry,
team.
That's my bad.
That's Hector's Sofubi series continues
Is it really?
to be. Yeah, he's designed. These are all like all the Mondo Sofubi
Hector
is Hector. It's
is
the Space
ridiculous.
Godzilla, Rodan, the Mothra larva, all the other ones that we've done, the Biolante, and there's although the new
Mm-hmm.
All Monsters Attack 3-pack was a combo between Hector and myself. I did
Oh.
design those.
By the way, a couple of things from the chat. Somebody by the name of A says, "Dude, you're a natural Sofubi creator. Don't stop."
Oh, thank you.
Would love to see a Ghostwriter.
Oh, we had
I
a good one.
agree.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
haven't really. I think that would be an awesome one.
Yeah, Ghost Rider's a good one.
Let's see. John R. Price says, "#1, when's the next G print?"
Comic-Con.
Okay, there you go.
And then I'll have the APs for Patreon first,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll make the rest of them available as usual on the shop.
Awesome.
But Patreon's gonna get first dibs this time around.
Okay, and second question is, when's the next Patreon stream/drop?
Stream.
The stream, we have it in the calendar. I think it's going to be the last Sunday of February, which is...
And the drop is this month.
Do we have another drop this month?
Yeah.
That's what we're...
Yeah.
So the next Patreon stream is going to be... Have we done one this week?
No, not this
Okay,
month.
so we have two back to back.
Yeah.
We have a Patreon stream on the 18th, And then we have one more on the 25th. And on the 25th is when we're going to do the February giveaway.
Yes.
The next drop is going to be, well, we haven't done one yet.
Yeah, no, it'll be like the last Friday of the month or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is what date?
Which is the 23rd.
Yeah, that'll probably be it.
Yeah. Let me see. Kaiju butts is a new fetish. Yes, that is true. Isn't that the guy who did Space Riders? Love his stuff.
Yes, that's him. Alexis Zero did Space Riders. Yep.
And I think that's it.
Yeah, and then I was gonna say one of the Patreon streams I might do another block because I have some other ones I want to do and I want to catch up on that. So normally on our Patreon streams we just kind of do like a let's play or something like that. But I think one of these two, maybe the next one, I want to do another carving that I want to get to. So I'm just gonna fit it in there. So it'll be a Sunday night carving.
You know what I would love to do?
Top secret.
If we do a let's play, but it's like a series of a game that we play all the way through on Patreon.
Yeah.
Would people be into that, you think?
I don't know. I don't know if I could make it.
Why?
Because they're long and I heard to get
No,
tired.
like we wouldn't do the whole thing in one.
No, I know.
We would do like one episode is an hour of us playing this game,
Yeah.
and the next episode is the next hour of us
If there was
playing that
something
game.
really compelling to watch, then maybe.
Like cause I was thinking about it with Alan Wake.
No, that's too.
Because
That's too.
that's so cool,
Yeah,
dude.
but it's too
like
heady. It's too like thought to think about it. Plus, I want to have that for us on the couch.
That's not that heady.
And perform.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be
Wake.
Alan Wake. It could be something
No, I hear
like
you.
Alan Wake.
We can think about it. It's a good idea.
I don't know if you guys have any ideas. Let us know because
Yeah.
I would love to do something like that. Or a competition game would be fun too.
Other thing I wanted to mention.
Oh, we should do Mario Kart. Okay, sorry.
Mario Kart's a good one. Something I've been meaning to mention for a while though. Let's see, what month are we in?
February. We literally just
Gabby and I are gonna go to C2E2
yes
With-
in
April, end of April. C2E2 in Chicago. So we haven't been to Chicago.
I've never been.
You've never been. Yeah, and we definitely haven't been with the art or anything. So Mondo is going to be coming to Chicago with the big Funko booth. I'll be out there. Gabby's coming with me. So if you're in the Chicago area and you want to say what's up or hang out, we'll be there at the end of April. And then what's after that? We're going to do Monster Palooza this year.
yeah.
And that's going to be in Pasadena. And so that's going to be another fun show. We'll have some more news about
We've
that.
also
as it
never
comes
been
close.
to that
Never
one,
been
so
to that one.
super
I'm
excited.
so excited for that one. My God. Yeah, Mondo's coming out to Pasadena for Monster Palooza. Going to be a big one. That's breaking news. No one knows that. And then, and then we'll be back at Comic-Con. So it'll be fun.
Oh, Hobby Cafe says
G-Fest one year. I
G-Fest
know,
one year.
dude. You know what the
bro,
problem
it's
with
been
G-Fest
years
is?
of people asking you to go to G-Fest.
Because it always happens. Watch. Look up right now when G-Fest is. I don't even know the date. Watch.
No, I certainly don't know the date.
But watch. I'm going to show you why this is impossible for us.
Hold on.
Yeah. It kills me.
G-Fest 2020.
Because I just want to go to G-Fest to hang out.
July 12th through the 14th.
Okay, now look
That's
up.
like right before Comic-Con.
Exactly.
Literally. I
And
think it's the
Comic-Con-
week before Comic-Con.
It's like that. And so that's the problem. That's the problem.
Let me see. Comic-Con 2024 is July 25th through the 28th.
Yeah.
Actually,
But it's close
it's
enough.
like the same month for sure. Yeah. It's where is G-Fest?
In like the Chicago area. Plus, it's already sold out.
John wants to know if we're doing Texas Frightmare or Dallas Fan Expo.
I'm not coming to Texas this year. I don't think I don't have any plans to be there. So no, not for me, unfortunately. It was fun last year though. All right, you guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
That was a fun one. We love hanging with you guys. We could probably just do this all night.
But we'll be back for Patreon next Sunday and then the
Yes.
Sunday after that. So
Yes.
if you're a part of the Patreon, you'll get exclusive access to that stream. If you haven't become a member yet, please consider joining. It's only $5 a month and you get access to exclusive streams. Plus you get access to our shop and also giveaways. We do monthly giveaways. Right now we're up to 5 giveaways a month, I
Yeah.
think. 5 of the mini print giveaways a month, which is fucking awesome. People have gotten some really incredible stuff.
People post them in the
I know.
Facebook group. Yeah.
It's awesome. So please consider joining. The link is in the description box below. You can also reach out to us on Instagram. Our Instagrams are linked also in the description box
Yes.
below. And we will be back for another YouTube stream next month in March.
Yes.
And I think that's it.
And don't forget,
Don't forget to order your creature. He won't be squishy like this one, but he will be green.
Yeah, he'll be green and good looking and great hold. Great to
And you'll
hold.
be able to look at his butt.
Yep. All access butt
All
checking.
access butt check, bro.
That's it.
What else would you want?
What else do you need?
Okay, we love
All
you.
right,
guys.
we love you guys. See you later.
Thank you for coming, and we will see you next month.
Thanks for hanging.
Bye.